Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for jumping on tonight. We are just super excited to bring this call to you every week. It is just people sharing their stories of what the super patches have done for them. We are a neurological company that has a drug-free, non-invasive, and no ingredient patch. It literally sticks to your arm. You take this patch right here, you place it on your arm or your back or wherever you want, and it actually sends a signal to the brain and it tells the brain to help you. And how does it help you? Well, I'm just going to share my screen here. Just bear with me a second. And there we go. So what you're going to see here is instead of going over each patch and what they do, all you have to do is get in touch with whoever introduced you to this product, and they can get you more information. But it's pretty incredible because we have solutions for focusing, studying, for kicking habits, for joyfulness, for balance, strength, stability, range of motion, for burning calories and weight loss, for pain relief, for better sleep, for better organization and understanding and just attention. We have a patch for athletic performance like never before. And we also have a anxiety and stress patch, and we also have an optimal immunity patch. So we have solutions for so many people. And if you want any more information, just go to somebody who invited you. They'll give you more information. But just remember that we do not treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose anything. We are just here sharing stories of results from using the product. So I'm going to stop my share. And what we're going to do is we're going to get right to the stories, because this is what it's all about. The most important thing here is the stories. And I'll bring you over to my good friend Tommy, and he's going to bring these participants on that have given time out of their night to share their stories with us. So I can't wait to hear them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Paul. And I'm super excited to be part of this tonight. And like every week, this is like my favorite part of the week, hearing the stories. And before I roll in it, I'm gonna give us a little added bonus today, because I've got a brand new myself story, and I'll tell it to you in 15 seconds. I had a problem with my computer today. You know that feeling you get when you've like been either hacked into or something's not going right and it's driving you out of your mind, and you have this burning inside your guts. And I'm sitting here and I felt like I was gonna throw up. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put on a peace patch. I've never even tried a peace patch before, because I can't even spell the word stress. But when that happened to me today, I slapped this baby on right there. I've been wearing it all day ever since, and it just took it away. It really did. It just made me feel so better, and so much better. And I love it. I love it. So now I'm a huge fan of the peace patch. So if anything ever stressful comes up in my life again, there we go. What we'll do now is, let's roll it down. We've got three ladies who have volunteered to share their stories with us tonight, and let's kick it off with Debbie. Debbie, are you ready?
I sure am. So I'm excited to be here. So I am actually from Westmont, Illinois, and so I'm a suburb outside of Chicago. And prior to being introduced to these patches, this is what I was suffering. I'm a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for 43 years. I've got neck, shoulder, carpal tunnel, elbow, back, sciatica, a little bit of curvature. Then on top of that, bunions on my feet. Okay. So I refused to let that get in my way of my work, but I suffered from it. Okay. And the crazy part is that I was not looking for something, but I was taking Advil and Tylenol constantly. Okay. So that was my go-to. A friend of mine introduced me to these patches, and I said, I'm open to trying it. I'll see what happens. Oh my goodness, what a lifesaver. I'm wearing the Liberty. Okay, the Liberty helps me with that balance, mobility, all that. But I feel like I have more energy. I'm 62 years old. I work full-time in the hair industry, and I do weddings, I do all occasion styles, I do a ton of stuff, and it's that perpetual motion. I don't suffer. I could do something now, and I could be working all day long and literally continue on the rest of my day. Where before I'd be on the couch and I'd say to my husband, we're getting carry out because I'm not cooking. Okay. In addition to the pain areas that I find, sometimes I'll put on the Freedom, and I'm in love with these. I'm obsessed with it. If I get a migraine too, that's another one. And also in addition to that, I am a person. I am never go without Defend because I am exposed to a lot of people prior to the, pandemic, during the pandemic and after, but also just for the benefit I get for my body. So I'm just obsessed and so excited to be able to share that I'm in love with all of these. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Debbie. That's phenomenal. I love that story. It reminds me of the woman who cuts my hair, telling me the same exact story. And that Defend patch for your immune system, brilliant, brilliant. Let's roll on next to BJ Evans. BJ, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Tommy. Thanks. Do you hear me okay? Okay, wonderful. All right. So yeah, friends told me about the super patch and I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. And I was very skeptical, of course, like we all are. It's just a little sticker thing, right? And so I had a tooth pulled and a implant put in. So an extraction and an implant put in the same morning. And I do not do well with drugs, pharmaceuticals. And I decided I'm going to try the Freedom pain patch just to see. So I got home and I had the pain patch right here on the back of my neck because this is where the implant was put in. And I'm telling you, it was absolutely amazing. I did take 4 ibuprofen for 4 days to bring down the inflammation of the, the oral surgery. And it was amazing. For 8 days, a 24-hour patch on the back of my neck. I never had to take opium or opioids or whatever, which would make me sick. And so I don't do drugs well. And it was just amazing. And I, for 8 days, wore that patch and healed very nicely. I am a believer in this Freedom patch. All the patches, I wear them all and they're fantastic. And I would like to say I'm going to have oral surgery again. And I'm going to have that Freedom patch right back there. Yes, thank you. 24 hours, Freedom. Deal with pain like never before.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, BJ. And again, another amazing testimonial. And the funny thing is, I think 99% of the people who try this hope that it's going to do something, but don't really believe that it will. And then we hear stories like this come rolling in. Let's keep it going. And we've got Dawn.
Hey, Tommy, how are you?
Awesome.
I am Dawn from Rhode Island, and I'm so excited to be on the call tonight because I love to share about what's going on with me with the patches. About a month or so ago, our friend Jennifer introduced us to the patches, and my initial reaction was like, that's kind of crazy. Not crazy in a bad sense because I'm very open-minded, but just kind of crazy because what was happening for her. But when she told us about how they were helping with the pain from her rheumatoid arthritis, and she was in a big move from one state to another, and she was having great results from it, I'm like, what the heck, you know what? I really trust her, so I might as well give it a go. So we ordered the patches, and the first thing, quite honestly, was when the patches were on their way to me, my biggest concern was I have very sensitive skin. So I was really concerned about how the patches are going to affect my skin, if I was even going to be able to use them. And fortunately, I've had no issues whatsoever with the patches. So that was the first big thing for me. And then I started on several of the patches, which I love all of them, but I just want to talk about 2 of them that I've had really good results with. The first one is the Ignite. I've been a yo-yo dieter most of my adult life. And my husband and I, we really watch what we eat. We eat a lot of organic. We watch our labels and we watch the sugar. But as I get older, losing was a big challenge for me, right? So it was a challenge always, but it became more of a challenge as I was getting older. And I actually, before I tried this patch, I was on another weight loss product, yet another, a great product, but it just wasn't working for me. So then after Jennifer introduced us to the patches, I saw the Ignite patch and I'm like, what the heck, I might as well give it a shot. So I wore it, and I'm not a big scale person because for me, the scale isn't really a true test of what's going on with me. It's more how I feel in my clothes, how I feel when I look in the mirror. So I tried the Ignite patch, and last weekend was a big moment for me. I had bought a pair of jeans a couple of months ago, and I wore them. I washed them before I wore them, and my husband said, I'm gonna go put the stuff in the dryer. So I'm like, that's fine. And then a little by little, I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't tell me you put my jeans in the dryer. So he's like, yes, I did, Dawn. And what happened was they shrunk, right? They shrunk lengthwise, which was fine because I'm very short. but they also shrunk around my waist. And I'm like, oh gosh, add them to the list, to the pile of clothes that I'm going to wear someday when I lose those inches, right? So I added them to that pile. And then last weekend, I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling really good. I've been on the patches only for about like 2.5 weeks, but I'm like, I'm feeling really good. So I'm like, I'm going to put the jeans on. So I put my jeans on, and oh my gosh, I wore them very comfortably, and I felt awesome for the whole weekend. And then that's the Ignite patch, right? So I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I know I've lost the inches. So let's move on now to the next awesome patch, which is the REM patch, right? So I was the person that always said, oh, it's overrated. I used to tell my husband and my daughter that sleep is so overrated. All right. And why? Because I never got it, right? I didn't get sleep and I functioned. So I'm like, okay, it's overrated. So then I got on and I used to be the one that when my husband had his iPhone on the dining room table and the alarm would go off and I'd be like, hey, Dave, your alarm's going off. You got to get up. Or like I wake up in the middle of the night, move to my back, move to my side, move to my stomach, flip my pillow. Dave's snoring. I need to get all this stuff done for work tomorrow. It's going through in my head, right? So I'd be up at like whatever, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. That was my pattern. And then I used the REM patch. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. Now, I can't say that I sleep nonstop through the night. Like I do wake up. When I wake up, I fall right back to sleep. And then in the morning, okay, I hope my husband hears his alarm because I don't hear it anymore. And I'm hoping he's getting up so get himself off to work because I'm not hearing it anymore. And then not only that, but when I wake up, I'm still waking up early because I'm a morning person. But when I wake up, like I feel like I actually slept. Like unlike before, like I would sleep, but I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh my God, did I really sleep last night? Now it's amazing. Just those 2 patches. I mean, I have great stories about the rest of them, but let me tell you, just those 2 patches are crazy, crazy.
Good stuff. Thank you so much, Dawn. And again, Dawn referred to the Ignite patch, which she talked about losing weight. This just takes away your cravings. You know, there's nothing on the patch. It's drug-free, chemical-free, and it takes away your cravings. And people are losing weight like it's their job. And she talked about this REM patch. And you know what? How many people have sleep issues in this world? It's a drug-free solution. And the story she just told, we've heard 100 of them exactly just like that. So if you've heard anything you like here, you might want to give something a try. As Paul said at the beginning, this is not meant to treat, cure, diagnose, or anything like that. These are just real stories from real people who have tried our technology. And Paul, I'll kick it back to you, and we can wrap this thing up. Thank you so much, ladies.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, Tommy. Fantastic, amazing stories, guys, as always. Again, we will always be here at 8 o'clock on a Thursday night to share 3 stories from 3 different people. And this is what's happening. So we're just excited every week to bring these to you and bring new people to you with different stories of just, you know, customers that have used the product and just been happy with it. So again, reach out to whoever invited you to this group for more information on all the patches. We hope you try them. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so go nuts. Thanks again. We'll see you again next week, and thanks everybody for taking the time out.